won here at MSC. And of course, when you look at this battle and that trophy in the middle, both of these teams have lifted it. It's the battle of champions, but only one can go through. It's SRG versus Onic for this third series of the day. And we've got Mirko and Trex ready to call the action. Fellas?
Thank you so much, guys. We're jumping into the land of Dawn. My name's Trex, and this is Mirko. We're going to be doing the live action on this game. We got two Titans ahead of us, Mirko. It's Onic up against SRG in a tournament life match. Someone's going home. Someone's moving on to the knockout stage. Typical emblems, mostly all around. A little bit of tenacity, though, onto Stormy, just in case the defense for the possible aggression that could come from Kyrie and the rest of the team. But the big surprise pick here, and also surprise sub that we got to see yesterday, Uni, and he's already starting things off with the Paquito jungle. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for quick aggression, right? You have the Cho, you have something that wants to play quickly around the map, you have someone that's gonna have a huge power spike on this Paquito around level 3, level 4. If they can make some off-lane play and possibly get some decent ganks, maybe onto Kelra, maybe onto Loopy, maybe an invade onto Kyrie, that could be the win condition for SRG here.
Absolutely, man. I think that's exactly what they're gonna try to play around. Cram already with the Master Assassin on the hill that goes from XP down below to try to deny Kyrie a farm. They will be able to get a camp away from Kai. On the link with Uni. Walking up on the Paquito, taking the golem away. They'll still be able to get level 4 though, going up to the Lizard after the purple buff.
And killing spree as well on Uni here, right?
Yep.
So we're looking for big fights. We're looking for a lot of damage.
And it's just like, dude, I know we've been asking for this matchup, SRG Onic, but to see it in the lower bracket as an elimination match instead of like a knockout stage match is just kind of sad. Just a tad bit sad.
Just a tad bit. Also a tad bit exciting.
Of course.
You know, we have to say this is also, it's unprecedented, but a lot of damage on a Loopy up on the top side.
Doesn't even pop the consecration. He didn't expect that from the Master Assassin, Cram. Big pick up at the start of the game. Frigid Glacier now on Cram, but there's no follow-up. Cram able to walk up, and now it's going to be Onyx zone away from the neutral objective. Kai trying to go for the retry on his own purple buff. It's going to be free neutral objective again. Uni won't even retry it. He'll just be able to pick it up. And it's a slow game now as SRG take the lead.
And that's exactly what we wanted to see from SRG to make this composition work. Onic has to be able to work around that. It's going to be a little bit more time for them to get to that point to be able to fight, especially picking up the Aurora. Yes, it's going to do well against some of these frontline fighters. You have the crowd control, but it's not a fast-moving mid lane. It's not an insane playmaker. That's something you would normally see Sans on. It's a slower hero. You get a lot of value and utility out of it, but it's not going to make those quick rotations that SRG is going to be making.
Those quick rotations for SRG up top as well, really threatening Ludpi earlier. Getting the pickoff is already massive for them to get the neutral objective, but then the whole team staying up top after taking a turtle, trying to abuse the fact that Ludpi had already used the Purify was also quite big. Made him a bit low. Also pops in a consecration for some reason up top there. Don't know if anyone really threatened him or it was just a mistap. But Ludpi will also be able to match this XP lead of Cram with an XP crab take and a shove straight up.
Cram is playing this Hilda so aggressively, rotating around essentially the secondary tank. Playing it almost like a roamer would, the way he's playing on the opposite side of the river. Whoa!
Great way the Dragon finds him into the knockout strike of Moody! Wrath of the Dryad to respond it over. Sounds walking up as well, but now it's going to be Keyboy in image of it all. Caught, oh my god! Frigid Glacier comes around to peel Yums with the G-Kuno and the flicker. Sounds caught in the bad spot, doesn't have the flicker. Cram with the swings of the battle axe. Uni! A triple kill against Onic.
This is huge for Uni. It's 4-0 right now. Add a purple buff on top of that. And the thing about it is, it's 4-0 in kills, and every single one of those kills has gone to this Paquito. Let's take a look at the replay. It all started with the big Way of the Dragon. And even though Keyboy tries to help out by popping that Wrath of Dryad, it's just not enough. The damage, this is what I was talking about. You hit that level 4, you hit that level 5. Early game spikes. We're only 4 minutes in, and that's the thing about the Paquito. No pun intended, it packs a punch. Insane damage in the early game.
I mean, what is he packing in those gloves to be able to hit like that?
They're weighted gloves, man. They're weighted gloves.
Someone's got to check it, bro. away the dragon. Technically, they got an MMA advantage right now. Cho and Paquito, bro. With the physical defense reduction of the Cho, together with the crazy damage early on, that burst of the Paquito, no wonder they've just been deleted from the map.
You got the two best fighters in the land of Dawn on one team. Why hasn't anyone thought of this before? SRG now with a decent lead. Can they convert it into something more? They're going to move on to this bot lane. If they can start taking towers this early on, it's going to be huge for them. Maybe get the lane swap in. Once they start taking some towers, Cram can get involved. Onic has to find a way to slow the pace. And Keyboy and Sans hanging out in these bushes, that's kind of what they're looking for. But Sans gets found out.
Yep, on the Aurora is going to get completely taken out by Cram now as Lutpi gets away just a bit from that Lantern Flare. Almost fully stacked up. Keyboy waited in the bush for a bit too long, now gets thrown back. Way the dragon into Uni again! Oh, this combo is just deadly.
Sadly, I gotta say, wait a second, more action at the purple buff.
Retry from Kai, the 4 blades as well, but SRG got away just in time. Innocent as well, a level ahead of Kelra. Onic are already forced to play the scaling game.
I want to go back to where Sans got picked off just now. And if those two, Keyboy and Sans, would have been in a slightly different bush, more on their side of the river, to where Keyboy was in the mid bush, Sans in the bottom, everything would have been better. But instead they take the aggressive route and advance to SRG's side of the river. Even though they're behind, even though they're not in a position to be in that type of position on the map. And Onic has to know what they're dealing with at 6-0. They cannot be the aggressive ones, not only in fights, but in positions on the map.
Way the dragon into Uni, walking up. Oh, he walks away from the Wrath of the Dryad. Leaves him for the rest of the team, just in case Onic try to capitalize on the Wrath of the Dryad. And this is where the question starts to come up. Oh, Kyrie missed the Defiant Blade on the wall. A bit of panic there. Cram got close. But the question again, Trex, and to everybody here, usually the Aurora is picked up with a combo, a Kaja, a Cho, someone with single target lockdown, and this time it's with a Belleric. Just feels a bit off.
Yeah, Belleric has to kind of search for it, and that means Sans has to constantly be there. And a big kick!
Sanso has a passive there. Particularly chip popped in as well. As Cram's going to be frozen on their turret, but man, perfectly timed knockout again. Uni in a bag. It's going to be Innocent with a pickup as well as Lutpi is going to be slammed down to the ground. Another pickup for Innocent, a double. It's 10-1.
This is uncalled for at this point. The subbed in jungler, 5-0-4. This is his second game in MSC, and he is dominating the playing field. It's a mindset, right?
Where did Kyrie's health bar go? He almost got one shot by Uni.
Blue team turret has been
Where's this guy got locked in for the items right now?
Absolutely.
Where's Uni at?
I have no idea
Start off
where
with
he's
the Hunter
at.
Strike, typical like that.
Are we all surprised he doesn't have
Are we
Sky
into
Piercer?
third item at this point?
Dude, this guy has to be worried. Uni's doing so good. Kyrie gets the orange with the red tree still. Holy moly, 5-0-4.
All right, so SRG have now converted this huge gold lead into multiple towers. Mid-tier 3 gone, top side all gone. And the way that SRG is moving amongst the map, they are just slowly compressing Onic into their base. They've taken buffs. It is a tough game for Onic. How do they even find a way out? And you said it. All they really have is Keyboy for the big engager. And for him to really get a surprise engage off, it has to be a flicker. Even Lutpi, this far behind with the amount of damage that SRG has, he can't harass the way you want to on a Uranus. And in the past, Uranus could still do it at maybe 0-2, could still do it at a 6K gold deficit, but we've been seeing how much trouble Uranus has been having in the meta currently when you fall behind like this. So it's going to be a while, if ever, that Onic can really come online and re-engage these fights. They're going to have to let SRG come to them and look for the counterattack.
Yep, Kai can only just retrieve the purple buff. That means it's going to be free neutral objective unless Onic get a pickup, but it's going to be SRG with a move. Sounds of the flicker out already. Yooms! Jikuno with the flicker in the way. The dragon straight up with the Stormy Sky Piercer. Big Purify coming down now as Kelric is able to get the Blazing Duet down into the back line as well. Stormy melted down by the god in the gold lane. Kai with those blades picked up now as SRG are still able to get a 2-for-2 trade.
Very well done by Onic though. Kelra We fail to talk about Kelra. He's 2-0-1 right now.
Hey.
He's been having the gold lane experience. He's been waiting for his time to shine, and we just saw the damage come out. Innocent, though, does lock in Holy Crystal. It's going to be more damage from him as well. Let's take a quick look at the replay. I want to keep our eyes on Kelra because he knows he has to move down. Keyboy comes in a little bit late to pop that Wrath of Dryad, and right when it pops, Kelra BMIs forward, uses the Blazing Duet on the backside, and outputs the damage, matched up by Kyrie's Tempest of Blades, and then able to just get away. Uni doesn't go down, no, they're not able to get the big shutdown onto him, but still, they're able to kind of slow down SRG a little bit.
Gotta give props to Uni though there. It really looked very dicey, but he was able to get those stacks back up, get the damage reduction out so that it doesn't die to Kelra on the Blazing Duet. But Yums, he's had one member in his eyes. It's just Sans, dude. Every time. Walks up, sees Sans, especially when he flickers, boom, Yums is on him.
All right, Onic, they do have some ability to defend here, right? Retry down for the purple buff. Kyrie is able to get it. It's going to be helpful in this next big push as Kelra moves forward. And SRG, I think at this point, take these tier 2s. If you get anything more, it's definitely a bonus. But with a 7K gold lead, they could try to force things open.
Oh my god. On the Uranus taking that much damage. Holy Shield procs in the end, and the charge still comes through. SRG now looking to get 2. Holy Shield's down before the 12th minute of the game. Innocent popping that damage again. The Synchro Fission doing work.
It's a scary bottleneck to come into against Onic right now, even with the gold advantage.
Oh, no wonder. Look, Holy Crystal picked up already on a Harrod. 11 minutes in, and he's on the way to the Divine Glaive.
It's definitely trouble for Onic, but SRG respects the composition, right? You walk into that tower, you get hit by a big Frigid Glacier, you get hit by any of those big AoE skills. The possibility is there for a quick table flip, a quick turnaround by Onic, so SRG has to play this smart. They can't brute force Onyx base open right now. 60 seconds for Lord, they just freeze lanes.
Solid for SRG. No real reason for them to push the tempo anymore. No real reason for them to take any risks. They have the lead. They can play it safe. Heck, Cram can take a beating as well, and he can get away from it. It's all good. Divine Glaive for Sans, though, and it's only his second item.
4.8 gold.
That's painful. Kelra able to spot Yums in that bush.
4.8k gold.
This is going to be big right now. Yums going to go for the cut right now. It's Kelra. He's going to get caught as well. Blazing Duet popped in. Oh! A kick, but he's going to get canceled. Now it's Stormy. Dives in, picks up the kill with the Sky Piercer and the Lantern Flare. Kyrie with the blades. Uni jump in, and again, the Purify out for Lutpi. But Kelra has finally been taken out.
2-for-1 trade for SRG. Right in front of the base, 10 seconds before Lord. It's exactly what SRG needs. They're finding these quick moments that they know that as long as we get one more hero, we can go for this big objective. We won't have them harassing us, and Kelra was the big problem in the last fight. So they know who they needed to lock onto, and Uni hasn't missed. 6-0-5, and with Kelra finally down, this is going to give the advantage to Innocent in a lot of these fights. We saw the gold lead earlier. We saw how much damage he can output as well. So if Uni does start to fall off, that's going to be their next saving grace. A beautiful engage. Keyboy tries to stop it. He almost saves Kelra. He almost stops the big advance, but Kelra still gets caught off.
And this is the right side of that double-edged sword for Stormy. So many times in this tournament, he's going in, you know, even flickering forward, Crimson beaconing forward, and it just looks awkward. But that's where you find, you know, the benefits of having this crazy aggressive style on your mid lane on Stormy. When it works amazing. That shot into Kelra. This is such a good turret to take as well, man. It's going to be the far lane up there. Wait the dragon onto Lutpi, Frigid Glacier, able to lock him down just for a bit as Yums is able to flicker out of it. Throws in Innocent, no Purify burnt out. Lord going to be dealt with as well. And SRG are happy with just the base turret on the far lane.
Clock is ticking though, they're at 10k. I think one more base turret could be helpful. Kelra getting faster and faster as this moves forward. Kyrie also, even though it's an assassin jungle, it's gonna start scaling eventually. SRG has to be careful about how long they want to let this game last.
I think at this point, SRG, they should be still very, very comfortable. Yes, Onic have that scaling, but as long as SRG play around these side lanes, utilizing that advantage, there's not much Onic can do, right? Because with this kind of composition, SRG can actually still blitz around the Lord. Now, once we get into Evolve Lord territory, that's where it will get kinda dicey for SRG, because then I don't think they will have enough firepower to burst the Evolved Lord. But for now, it's still chill.
All right, so basically, Onic just needs to survive this next one, right? Survive this next push. We get into Evolved Lord territory. Taking a look at items.
3 more minutes.
3 more minutes. I mean, they have 2 inhibitors left. They have 2 inhibitors left. It's going to push down the top. I'm just saying it is possible.
It is.
Kairi, Kelra, Loopy, all of them have been playing a good game. Anyone else in SRG might have tried to finish this a little bit earlier. Anyone else with a 10K gold lead, they might have tried to shove things in, but the respect is there, and I'm wondering almost, is it too much respect? Are they playing too passive here? Kelra now also looking at almost getting maxed out on items. Kairi, fully stacked as well. All they really need at this point is Loopy to catch up, Keyboy to catch up, so that you actually have a bit of a front line to survive the damage that Uni, Innocent, and Stormy are bringing.
For sure. I think the biggest gap right now has to be between the frontliners, man, because the damage dealers, as you mentioned as well, they're on the way to their full items, right? We're gonna get to a point where it won't really matter. That, oh, hold on, Loopy takes a big beating. Doesn't use the Purify though. This is a pure 50-50. Now onto it. Kairi doesn't get it. It's going to be Uni and Innocent, I believe. Kairi wasn't able to get his hands on it, and without a purple buff, this will just be another free neutral objective, and then it's going to build from there, Trex. SRG, they're playing a safe game because they know as long as they're able to build these small wins, get those neutral objectives, and then transition them into structures, in the end, it's going to be very, very difficult.
He saved his retry. I'm wondering if the reason why is because Kairi wants to try to go for the steal here. Maybe. They want to debate out the retry so that he wouldn't have it to try to contest. Onic is keeping a close play. Look at Humes right now.
The Cram as well in the back. Jikundo now the way to Dragon, but it goes into a different angle. In the back to Mikael with a crown as well. He's in the top spot right now. Makai finds Innocent in the fight. Now he goes for the damage. It's Oni picks up that godlike as he takes Kelra down. Both gold laners out of the fight.
This is huge for Onic right now. Kairi. And this is what I meant. They hold on to it. Yes, we don't get the purple, but as long as we can as long as we can hold things out a little bit, they do have a chance. The problem is that long lane, SRG's okay with playing it slow. Wow, SRG's okay with chilling it out. The engage comes in. Kelwer gets a good chunk of damage, and Keyboy plus Kairi on the bot side freeze Innocent, stop him, and Kairi's able to get the kill. And in that moment, SRG knows they have to back off. They don't want to play the long fight.
You gotta give props to Onic, man. They layered their skills very well. The Wrath of the Dryad baited out the Purify. Then we saw the Frigid Glacier. Not the stun, but just the damage. Right as Kairi jumped off the Finch Poise with his own Defiant Blade to burst Innocent down. So now Innocent, he's also fallen. Both gold laners aren't deathless. The only man who's deathless right now is Uni. Bro, 7-0-5 on a Paquito.
Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? Another pick that's, you know, another crazy layer to the meta right now. Something that at first you see it, you doubt it, and SRG is making it work very well right now. But they are having some trouble closing this out. They're finding great position. Humes always in a side bush. Cram always looking for an angle as well. Onic has to watch out for it.
SRG are going to go for the commitment here. They see the Ling. It's insta-commit. No way for Onic to respond to this. They still want to try, though. Look, he caught again. It's going to be the taunt landing with the Shun boost right there. Uni with the red tree. Keeps it clean. Sounds to the background, waiting for a Frigid Glacier. Plays down as the passive. Going to be propped in as high. Jumps in on Innocent. Picks up the blades. Picks it up. Waiting to try and appeal again. It's going to be Kairi with the blades. Over and over again. It's Crab in the back, waiting for a position. Signs for Innocent, but SRG got the neutral objective. Kai with the chase now onto Cram. No flicker available. Kelra wants to go with the chase as Keyboy cuts him off.
He doesn't have a Wrath of Dryad.
No, he doesn't. Doesn't land a taunt either. It's not the Evolved Lord yet, so Onic, I feel, get the win with a mid and a gold traded. But if SRG can stop these 3 members from recalling, it's going to be massive.
The pincer's here. Uni comes in. This is going to be bad for Onic.
Oh, onto Stormy he goes. We're trying to disperse the damage. Kairi able to get the Fine Blade as Cram. Tries to get him down. Wave up top, and the Lord is going to come crashing down, but the mini wave's actually going to spawn in time. Look be there. Kairi with a Tempest of Blades gets him out. Look pay against 3 on this Uranus.
All he's got to do is keep him away from the base as Onic tries to clear this Lord. All he's got to do is buy a little bit more time.
The Lord and the minions almost won SRG the game. Look, he falls in the end. No consecration, and now it's Innocent back up in the Lanadon.
Onic with a Hail Mary play there, and SRG responding so cleanly, but it's not over yet. SRG still at the door. They're waiting for another wave to come down.
Oh no, Frigid Glacier, the frozen as well. Innocent jumps over some onboard, but now it's going to Kelra! Going with the lazy duet by Innocent! Takes him Uni!
Kyrie's trying to save it, but Uni wants to stop him. Kyrie gets the shutdown, the double, the back and forth. Neither team wanting to give this up.
We got a game in our hands! SRG versus Onic. This really should have been a knockout stage game, but we find ourselves right here, right now, seeing it.
Every time you think it's going one team's way, something else happened. Uni with the immortality, then takes the shower shot by picking up the winner crown, gets the kill, but Kyrie pulls up in the nick of time. Not only is the game back and forth, but every single fight at this point is just tit for tat, punch for punch.
And now there's only one. It's just Cram who's deathless on the Hilda.
There can only be one.
There can only be one.
The wise man once said.
Mr. Cram on the Hilda. Can you imagine that? The guy's like up in front, always flanking on a master
Normally
assassin.
that's the hero that should be dying the most. You know, that's the one that's like, oh, we just sacrificed the Hilda in the early game.
For sure. I mean,
Not Cram, though.
not Cram.
Not me.
He's built
No way.
different. 3-0 and 13.
All right. 3-13 is insane. We're at 20-9. Onic finally with a grip on this game. It's down to tie game mode. The problem is Lord spawns on boss side long lane, looking hard for Onic.
Oh, he's gonna jump in. Oh, he's gonna burst it down! Straight up, what was that damage? Kai and Kelra together with the combo. Now it's up to Stormy and Uni, Cram and Yums in a 4v5.
Uni needs to find an angle in before Kelra shreds this down. Kyrie as well.
They got no red tree. They gotta play it slow. Kelra jumps with the BMI over on Cram. Now it's Lil P zoning in the backline as Cram tries to run away. BMI back again from Kelra as Lil P tries to stop Uni from getting into this Lord pit.
In the backside, a big kick from Yums.
Over on Santh, now with the follow-up. Yums goes down to Kelra. Onic playing this game. Wave up top is good for SRG, but Onic want to go for the Lord. Wave, wave, wave.
Someone's got to go back and someone's got to stay.
Oh my God.
Because if they lose this Lord, they may not survive the day.
Kelra over the blazing duet. Stormy gets out the Crimson Beacon. That's going to be him jumping back again with a nature from Kelra. Santh pops down the Frigid Glacier. It stuns Uni. Kai gets a shutdown. Cram's first death in game one.
And the crowd is electric right now. And we are losing our minds through this game. We're 22.5 minutes in. It's Stormy and Innocent defending the base. A Lord will be coming soon, but Onic is already at the inhibitors.
Look at the death timer, 16 seconds on Yums, 30 on Uni. Cram is down for another 40. The Evolved Lord is going to spawn in the bottom lane. And Onic want to utilize it. Innocent and Stormy. They've done this before.
They have done this before, but Kelra is shredding. Onic doesn't want to show them the same respect that SRG showed them 10 minutes ago.
15 seconds now on Uni.
On the line.
They're buying good time. They're buying really good time. They actually saved this mid turret.
SRG,
They're going to have all 5.
yeah, they will have all 5. Does Onic fully commit to this here? There's so many towers that they have to get through.
This is
the
a big
Lord will
Lord.
take a good chunk of damage.
Tier 2 up top, going to fall down as well as Kai deals with the waves, but now it's going to be the Evolved Lord into the bottom lane. Winter Crown bot again after using the Wind of Nature in that previous fight. Look,
right.
P.
Looking for an angle in. They're able to make their way forward.
Defense. Oh, Kelra! Again with the jump, it's Keyboard, who's able to find the right and try it. Innocent falls. Uni's next. Cram and Yums cannot defend. Onic come back in game number 1.
It took 23 minutes. Multiple Lords. But Onic finally pulled the game back into their hands. And that's only game number 1.
Wow.
What a series. What a game, I mean. Not a series, because we're just getting started.